Hey guys, Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. I hope everyone's doing well. I have something exciting to share with you today. But of course, before we do that, whatever I do share with you is for information and educational purposes only. It is to show you how we use our indicators in the real life market. And with that, I just don't want you to take it as financial advice because that is unique to each individual and certainly not something I am providing today. So let's take a look at this. So we've talked about this concept that we call VSwarm, this product that we use called Hawkeye. And what Hawkeye has done and built for us is a suite of indicators that is built specifically on interpreting volume in the market. Now, why do we love volume? Well, we love volume because volume precedes price action. Volume will tell us where the sellers or the buyers are building a position. And when we understand when and where that's happening, that gives us the opportunity to position ourselves on the right side of the upcoming trade. So here I want to show you this, what we call a red top. This red top formed a Hawkeye supply zone. So not only after this red top formed did the price fall, but when the price retested that Hawkeye supply zone, the price in fact tumbled. So what does this Hawkeye supply zone tell us? Well, very simply, that this is where the orders are stacked to be filled. So us knowing that volume came in this area and drove the price down, and it formed that red top that we like to see, knowing that there's a greater presence of sellers than buyers, that when price fell and retested it, that the next entry to go short had a high probability of being very successful. Now, everyone's focused on the NASDAQ, the S&P. Everybody kind of forgets about the Dow a little bit. This is a picture of the Dow Jones Industrial, this chart here. Everyone's caught up in this whole tech sector with everything going on. But I just want to, the Dow does hold the staple companies here that are really the oldest, some of the oldest and founding companies that are publicly traded. Regardless of what you're trading, whether it's an indice, a stock, a future, having the understanding of when and where volume is stepping in is, of course, an amazing advantage to knowing when to accurately take the trade. Now, adding these Hawkeye supply and demand zones on top of them is a reconfirmation of, wow, volume stepped in, VSwarm stepped in, the market sold off. The market retested the same exact area it sold off from, and then it plummeted. So what did that tell us? That told us that there was still more sell orders waiting in that supply zone. So once those sell orders got refilled because they got built up there in that location, that's where the market deems that it's time to sell, that the supply is outweighing the demand, that right there is where it is time to accurately get into your position. And sure enough, you could see that the price tumbled here more than 500 points. And that is really, really a significant move that was very, very easily identifiable by using A, VSwarm and the Hawkeye suite of indicators, and B, the supply and demand zones just made it crystal clear that this right here is where the orders were stacked up to go short. So I wanted you to see it because this is how it happens in real time. So unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations. Successful people make decisions based on where they want to be. This is a huge, huge, huge driving factor in the outcome of people's lives. I see it all the time. I say it all the time. If you make your decisions based on where you are today, you will just stay where you are today. If you make your decisions based on where you want to be, even if they're the harder, more difficult decisions to make, it will get you one step closer to your objective. So if your decision is to stay where you are financially, then make a decision that keeps you comfortable. If your decision is to be somewhere different financially, then make a decision to do that. It's just that simple. And this is applicable to every piece of your life, personally, professionally, financially. I, in my own difficult situation, personal situation, decided that I didn't want to be in the financial situation I was in anymore. I didn't want to be in debt. I didn't want to owe the bank. I didn't want to, be scared of bankruptcy. I didn't want to run the risk of losing everything that I had been so leveraged to attain. And I made a decision. I made a decision that I was going to do whatever it took to become a successful, a consistent, and a profitable trader. And fast forward some time and some learning curve and some pain and suffering, I got there. I got there because I made a choice about where I wanted to be. Where I was the deciding factor to get me where I wanted to be. And if you too can do that, I promise you, whatever it is in life that you wish to have, it becomes very, very attainable. So in order to do that, if your next step is to grow your financial well-being, your financial stability, your financial future, I encourage you to click the link below. I encourage you to watch the webinar. I encourage you to have the best understanding of volume possible so you too can use the very system I use to generate 6 figures a year in income in the stock market. Now, I uniquely trade just one thing, but you can uniquely trade one thing of your preference as well, or you can uniquely trade many things. That's the beauty here. Our suite of indicators will allow you to take advantage of whichever market that you want to trade, using whichever asset you want to trade, whether it's indices, whether it's futures, whether you want to trade options. It doesn't matter how you want to be involved in the market. Everything we offer here at Hawkeye, our suite of indicators, Project V-Swarm, will offer you the tools you need to be utterly successful. So take a moment, click the link below, check out the webinar. I promise you it's well worth your time. You can always check us out at HawkeyeTraders.com, email us at team1@HawkeyeTraders.com, or give us a ring at 888-233-8598. With that, guys, I hope you have a great day, a profitable day, a healthy day, and we will talk to you soon. Be well.